Hello everyone, Turner Burner here with another video for you guys. I'm going to go over Cat's old class called Architect. It's going to be to be totally honest, I've only used this class on a few runs on Escape. And the main reason I'm even making this video is because this class has the ability to solo the line. So it's gotten my respect on that regard. So, but in all seriousness, I've never used this class on Horde, so the Horde related cards I'll go over. But if you have used this class in Horde, that is totally up to you. If you want to comment below and let me know your experience on the Horde base cards. I know she's the weakest of the three engineers if you compare to Dell and Baird by far. But, you know, if I know from experience that, you know, having a cat as an engineer, at least a long time ago, isn't critical to, or sorry, the engineer type isn't critical to winning and losing, because that's what I base a lot of my things on. Can you win with this class on Master, which is, you know, the highest difficulty? And if you can, it's basically good enough for me in that regard. But, you know, the easier path is, you know, picking mechanic or robotics expert. But because of my main reason is the lethal engagement solo run and the solo run on the line, which was surprising for me, is the main reason for this video. So I'm going to go over the Horde, or the escape-based cards in that regard. So the Architect is an engineer class that uses deception to manipulate the enemy. Deception is basically the ultimate. Ultimate ability deploys a holographic decoy that moves directly forward, drawing enemy fire. I don't know the exact distance on this, and I don't know if I'll ever know if the Coalition will ever go over it. But the gist of it is, if you have enemies nearby, your ultimate, they will most of the time go after your ultimate. But I would say if you're closer to the enemy than your ultimate, the enemy is likely to go after you. And you can see that on the line solo run if you want to. And I'll clip that link in the description. So the passive ability is the same passer for all engineers. I'm almost positive. Weapon lockers are 10% more efficient. So the thing about that is that passive ability is a Horde passive. They should make something for escape, but it's whatever. So let's get into the skill cards that are, you know, mainly relevant for escape, and I'll touch on the Horde ones. Okay, STIM capacity is increased by 110%. I don't know how this is useful because of the fact that unless you're going to keep picking up STIM, I don't get how this is useful, because of the fact that when you have regenerative field, it's not like you keep getting STIM. You just get the initial STIM and that's it. So I don't know what they were thinking when they made this card, because this character doesn't get STIM upon kills and, you know, things of that nature like Kate. So I don't know. I don't know what the thought process there is there. If you can pick up multiple STIM packs, I don't know. So this is kind of it's checkmark because, you know, I don't really have a choice, but I don't really know why they use this card. So maybe someone can explain to me the value of this card, because it does not stack, as far as I'm concerned, with Regenerative Field, which will transition into Regenerative Field. Emil has the exact same card. I'm assuming it's for Halo reasons. But Regenerative STIM, while undamaged for 4.5 seconds. The STIM, actually no STIM will allow you to survive a drop shot headshot. You'll still get down, even if you're infiltrator. You'll still get down from a drop shot headshot. But most cases, if you're getting meleeed or something like that. Now, if a Scion charges you and melees you, it's 50-50 on if you'll survive. Sometimes you'll survive, and sometimes you won't. I think that melee charge does extra damage compared to just a regular swing. So it's up to, this card's mandatory almost by default when it comes down to escape. Hologram lifetime. Hologram lasts 170% longer. This is actually a really good decoy, especially if you're on the LZ or near the LZ. I used it on lethal engagements to prevent some enemies from coming outside. Granted, there were a few hunters that came out anyways, just because. But the majority of the enemies were focused on my ultimate. And I think this is actually, if I mean being objective, this is actually one of the better ultimates in the game, if you use it correctly. Custom SNUB, 60% increased damage in active effects. It's just as good as, who else has it? Kagir has Combat Medic has custom SNUB. I believe Keegan has custom SNUB. I may be missing one other one that's custom SNUB, but yeah, just the extra damage on pistol shots. I believe it's like 48 shots to kill a sign on the line, which is, considering the line is useful, because that means I don't have to use torpo and things of that nature to kill a scion. And you can see the times I used pistol versus the times I didn't on the line if you want to look at that solo. Hologram extend. Hits on enemies not facing you with SNUB extend the duration of the hologram at 98%. So intuitively, this stacks well with hologram lifetime. So the hologram lifetime will give you a longer hologram period. Hologram extend will allow you to continue that as long as you're hitting the enemies that are facing your ultimate. Because if they're facing your ultimate, by default, their back's towards you, so not facing you or whatever, so that's going to extend the ultimate. So you'll see me do that on the line to trap a couple of scions in the supply room. Score boost speaks for itself, but I don't know why you'd ever use Architect on a score run, whether it's Horde or Escape, because there's better options. It's okay to use just for casual runs if you want to test cards, but you wouldn't use this class for the score run on any level, at least not in my estimation. So Rootkit, 1 second of repair reduces cooldown by 2 seconds. And just based off of how the card reads, granted, these next 4 cards are Horde cards, so I've never used them. But how it reads is you'll get your ultimate faster, basically, the more you're repairing. So obviously, there's value in that if you are in a situation where you need a distraction more often in the course of a Horde match. Top of the line, fortifications over 50%. Health, do 40% more damage. I'm assuming I'm assuming it's all fortifications, like barriers, sentries, things of that nature. I don't think it would be like stationary decoys. I don't think that would apply, but I would assume mainly sentry or the 2 sentries and different types of barriers. I believe that would apply as far as fortifications that would do 40% more damage. You just got to make sure that they're over 50% health, which isn't too hard to do as long as you're repairing. 30% damage distance while repairing. I'm not sure how good this is in the later waves, but if I were to guess, after wave 30, that's when this becomes dicey. It probably works pretty well until then, but that's when the lethal goes pretty high, and you probably won't survive anyway. So it's up to you if you want to use this card. It's one of those cards you may use anyway, just because there's only so many available when it comes down to Horde. Repair efficiency, 55% increase repair efficiency, and then it explains it. Repair speed increased by 55. Repair speed increased by 50%, while repair cost is reduced by 27%. So the cost of repair is less, and the efficiency of the repair is more. So this covers both sides of the word efficiency. Level 6, it's even better. 60% speed, reducing cost by 30%. So that is it for Architect. I don't use this card use this class for Horde at all. Not really. I did so much Dell gameplay when I first started in PVE in this game, so I didn't really get into other engineers a whole lot. I got into Barrett some, but not like I did Dell. But engineering isn't as fun as it used to be, I would say. But if you like this class for Horde, comment below. Let me know your experience with it. My example escape stack is as follows. Custom snub, you can ignore the stem capacity, but yeah, custom snub, hologram lifetime, regenerative field, and hologram extend are the cards that were the staple that helped me complete some of the solos I might complete in the future, and the lethal engagements and the line solo that I actually have done. So that's pretty much it for the architect class. If you have any questions on this class, let me know. If you have any comments about why you like this class that I haven't touched on, let me know that in the description and in the comment section, below. But as always, thanks for listening, guys. You guys have a good one. Peace.